So yesterday I got this vest. So I'm wearing it to just get it all kind of broken in a little bit. It's fairly soft, but extra break in is always good. But today's a little different because I also got a new camera and some accessories from our friends over at Insta360. Now, just be aware that this was sent to me, but I'm not being paid to say anything. I can say what I want. But the X4 is what I got. This is a camera that I've been fairly excited because a few reasons. This year, my motorcycle videos, vlog videos, I've decided, this is kind of my decision for the most part, is that I've been wanting to record everything in 4K 60p. 4K 60p is the big one. So I got the Ace Pro, which does 4K 60, and I love that real nice smoothness, especially for motor vlogging. I don't really think it needs to have this big cinematic thing, but I can. So my previous cameras, of course, were the X2, which you can see it right here. This was the X2, 5.7K 30, I believe it was, that it could do in 360 mode, and that was pretty much all it could do, right, at 360. It doesn't have like a single lens mode, so that's not a feature. A sad part of the issue with this one is I did scratch one of the lenses during an ATV trip last fall, somewhere last year, and that made me sad. Anyways, that was the X2, so I'm just gonna kind of put you right there. Then I just recently got the X3, and that's the X3 right there. This one has been good, and I've been very pleased with this. Again, 5.7K for 360, 30 frames, but it does have a single lens mode, which allows you to shoot in 3.6K, so not quite 4K, but fairly close. 3.6K, I believe it is, single lens mode at 60. So that actually paired up pretty nice with my Ace Pro. But if I can get closer to 4K, then that would be even better. So that was the X3. I'm just going to put that up there. So, ready? I got a bunch of accessories. Insta360 sent me a bunch of accessories as well. So, look, X4. Now I want to say I'm late to the game because there has been probably a ton of X4 videos out there because this thing has been out, I don't know, a couple weeks, month. I don't even know exactly when it came out. I'm just happy that unlike the X3 that they did send to me, they sent that out to me. I think was it like a month or so before the X4 came out, and I was like, of course, that's exactly what happens. So one of the nice things about this one is that, as far as I know, I believe it does shoot 8K 30 again in that full 360. But it does shoot 5.7K 360 in 60 frames. So if I want to shoot 360 at 60 frames and match it up with my other camera, I can. I can match it up with the frame rate, which is excellent. Also, in single lens mode, again, I believe, I haven't played with it yet, but it can do 4K in single lens mode at 60 frames. So that is also a huge perk. So that's the box right there. You guys can see it beside these ones. A bunch of stuff. 72 megapixel 360 photos versus 48, I believe, on the X3. So let's see what we get inside the box here. And I was really excited to do this unboxing because I'm going to use some of the gear tomorrow. We're going to a blessing of the bikes. Blessing of the bikes. So something that happens every year. And probably a lot of provinces, a lot of states, areas do these. You know, at the beginning of the motorcycle season, a bunch of bikes get together and they do a blessing of the bikes. You know, like, hope you all survive the season, etc., etc. Anyways, before I take the camera out, you are going to get some accessories in here. If I pop this up, this is going to be, we'll see what it comes with. My guess is it's going to be similar to the X3 accessories. I may be completely wrong. Well, that's a nicer case. So just so you guys know, on the X3, I got this case right here. This was the X3 case, which is fine, right? It goes in there. It protects, you know, you put your lens in that inside there and it's protected. But that, I think what's nice about this one and why they had to give you this kind of nice zipper up case is because it does have some things in it, right? It's not just a case. You do get a little like cage type thing for it, I guess, if you want to use that. You do get, I'm not sure, this looks like a cleaning cloth. So this is called a thermal grip cover. I think the thermal grip cover is to help, again, I'm not 100% sure, is to help with overheating. You also get your charging cable, so that's going to be your USB-C to USB-C charging cable. And I think they may be in here, they may not be in here. I thought they might be in here. Maybe they're on already, I don't know. You get, well, I'll show you this. See in there, right there, right in that little spot. These are where your lens covers can go, and you'll see on my X3, I have like the sticky lens covers on it, and you just have to, for me at least, just can sometimes be a little bit of a stitching thing. I try to make sure, for the most part, that a lens is facing me for what I use these for. So anything that may get in a stitch line is usually fairly far away. You do have to make sure that the lens covers are clean, because if not, then you definitely get that on the shot. But it is what it is. So this is the X4. This is the X4. It's funny because when you take it out of the box, it feels like it's really elongated. Like it feels really long and very narrow. But if you take it up against the X3, it's the same width. It's just shorter. And not by, the X3 is not a lot shorter, but it is. So you do get a bigger screen. My guess, and you do get a bigger battery. So if you actually run this in the same resolution as the X3, so let's say you ran this in 5.730 and ran the X3 at 5.730, you'd get like twice as long a battery run. So that's kind of nice. Other than that, it feels very similar, right? You are going to have, the same kind of openings here. That's going to be your USB-C slot right there. This I don't think is anything. Of course, this is your battery, so it is a bigger battery, so just kind of be aware any of the batteries that fit on your previous cameras are not going to fit in here. But the X3 batteries and the X2 batteries didn't work with each other anyway. On the bottom, you are going to have your 1/4 inch, again, very similar to the X3 and the X2. But you do, I think, these little groove sections here, I believe, are so that, and again, I could be wrong, that you can get one of the mounts that kind of clips on here, maybe, so that you can use like the quick release. Again, I'll have to check that out. I'll let you know in a review video for this that comes out later. Anything else in here? I would say no, but I'd be wrong because there is more in here. This again is just going to be, as far as I can tell, all your manuals. So you got manuals down there on the bottom half of this, for those of you that like to read manuals. And on the top here, what does that even say? Oh yeah, so this is the standard lens guards. So there you go. So these are the standard lens guards. There's a quick start guide, shows you how to put these on. So video tutorial, user manual, etc., etc. Make sure everything is clean before you put them on. Yes, that's important. But these, and they kind of show you there how to install them. These are going to be something that you and I put. I'll take those out over here on these. And what's nice about it is when we don't need them, we can put them in the case. And when we do need them, you just latch them on. So they're easy to remove. Unlike the X3, which can be removed, but if you remove them, you're not putting them back on again, right? That is what it is. So nice to have these. These are going to definitely go in here with the heat shield and that. And that's going to be fantastic for carrying around. So I'm going to put some of this back, and we can show you some of the other stuff that we got. Okay, so we did get some stuff, and again, Insta360 knows that I primarily use this for motorcycle riding. So, you guys have seen this. Well, you've kind of seen them on the other one. This is the Insta360 lens cap guard, which is great because I actually, whenever I'm riding, when I start out my day and I get all my cameras mounted, I keep these on. I keep these on until I'm ready to start recording. So then I'll stop, take all the covers off. It's just extra protection, especially, for a lot of times before I had lens guards. One of the things was, you could get a rock that flies up. I a lot of times have an Insta360 camera down on my engine guard, which means it can get road debris. So that extra protection, always good. Even good if you're just going to throw it in your pocket, right? They also sent, because I told them I have a lot of motorcycle kits, right? I appreciate, but I don't really. So they sent me this. It's their new heavy duty clamp. So we'll take a look at that, because heavy duty clamp, that I could use, because I do want to, now that I have, you know, 360, like X2, X3, X4, I feel like I can put some cameras in different spots and not be like, oh my gosh, if this breaks, I'm done for, right? But this is their heavy duty one, which does give you a bunch of tools here. So this is going to have your Allen key and some of the big bolts and things like that to actually have this mounted. But this is the actual, yeah, that's heavy duty for sure. That's a super heavy duty clamp. That's going to go on there nice. And again, this is going to be where you mount everything. So that's awesome. I like that. This, again, would probably be one that I would use when I mount the camera somewhere that I'm not going to be able to visually see all the time, right? So I want to be able to put it somewhere, you know, set it and forget it, and not have to be like, oh, I sure hope that clamp didn't come loose. So that I like. I'm going to definitely use that. And last but not least, they sent me this, which pretty standard, and anyone that has an Insta360 camera should have one of these. It doesn't matter which one you have, because they're nice. And what I like about the new ones is the new Selfie sticks are friction based. They're not like twist and pull. They're friction. So if you have it mounted on a motorcycle, for instance, it's easy to take it with one hand and just kind of extend it. You don't need two hands to be able to twist it and pull, right? So I love the fact that this has that ability. So that if you don't have the new one, it still may be a good thought about getting the new one, because the friction base is way nicer than the old style. And last one, this is something that I actually I asked for, and it is the extended edition selfie stick. This thing is like, I can't remember, 3 meters, something like that. It's super long. And the reason they were super nice, because again, I have this little motorcycle rally thing that I'm going to this weekend. And you guys, if you watch the other channel, my other channel, which is like my travel vlog channel, which I'm still, it hasn't grown as much, but it's also, I've just had recycled content on it until now with motorcycle rides. So we'll see how it does before I leave on holidays, you know, just to see if I want to keep that one going or if I just want to merge them back into this one again. We'll see. Anyways, where I'm going this week, because it's over a bunch of people, there should be, you know, a couple hundred bikes show up. And this summer, of course, going on a lot of rides where, again, you're going to be maybe in states or places that you can't fly a drone. I got caught up in the whole, you can't fly a drone? Bring your 360 camera. And I'm like, that's cool, but I only have this stick, and that just doesn't get it really high enough to give it that drone feel. So I was like, can you send me one of your extended? And they said, yes. And this is it here. Look how thick that is. So this one is actually made by the company Siri. I don't know how you pronounce this. Anyways, it does say caution, avoid electrical wires, because I'm guessing this is long enough to go up to that height, right? It does have on the bottom little 1/4 inch that you can connect it to. I like the yellow. It is carbon fiber, so it's not heavy, but you can tell it's pretty, you know what? This company here makes really great stuff. And I think, is it just friction based? Oh, this one is also just friction based. So this one, can I get to the wall? Right? You just keep going. You just keep going and going and going. Like I don't even think I have it fully extended yet. That will give you like drone feel. And I don't know if you guys can see that. Right now, it doesn't have a camera on it, of course, but there's not a lot of flex in it, right? Which is also good. And it tells you right in here. So yeah, so at this area, if it's fully extended, that's 300 centimeters. But I love the fact, again, that I don't have to twist and turn. That's nice. So this is going to be put into use this weekend, because when we go to, it's called Blessing of the Bikes. When we go to it this weekend, I'm gonna fly my Insta360 camera over some of the bikes, walk around with this. Everybody's gonna look at me weird. That's fair. I don't care. And I'm gonna see how that turns out. Anyways, this is some new Insta360 stuff that is going to be going on the bike, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this a lot. This is going to be awesome. I'm pretty excited. All right, guys, stay tuned, because there'll be a lot more X4 videos, especially coming out in the next little while. And if you have any questions on the X4, if you have any questions on the editing, if you have any questions on storage and, you know, SD card requirements, whatever it is, leave comments below, and I'll see if I can answer those in a future video. All right, guys. We'll see you guys soon, I guess. Links down below if you guys are interested in any of this stuff. And it helps support the channel, so do it. And I'm out. Later.